Hi everyone. So I wanted to talk to you today about my approach to breaking in a tarot or oracle deck. So most often when you get a new deck, you jump right to the little booklet or the guidebook that comes with your deck. And inside that deck, there's usually 2 or 3 spreads to use, and you go right to those. But often those spreads, if you don't know the deck well, you can feel right away overwhelmed and not really taking in fully what those cards are saying to you. So I go about it a little bit differently, and I wanted to show you how I break in a deck. And I'm going to do that with this new deck that I purchased. It's an oracle deck, the Goddess Oracle. And I have already shuffled it. And I've also already, so first off, when you get the deck, I recommend that, just pulling the cards out of the box, you want to just go through each of the cards. This is before you shuffle, and just look at the image on every card. Just take in all the pictures of the cards. You're already beginning to form a relationship with your deck as you do this, because you're reacting to each of those images. You're emotionally connecting or being repelled or by each of those images. So, okay, I've already done this. Then you want to give the deck a thorough shuffle, which I've already done. So thorough shuffle means at least 10 times if you're doing it poker style, and a couple times if you're laying them out in front of you and shuffling them like a kid. Okay, so then what I want to do is I'm going to shuffle them a few more times, and while I'm shuffling them, I'm going to ask a question directly to my deck. I'm going to say, and I'm doing it right now, so I ask the deck, what will our relationship be like? And what this approach does is it initiates the conversation with your deck that will then continue thereafter. We're initiating that relationship in a deep and meaningful way. So what will our relationship be like? Keep that thought, that question at the forefront of your mind. Try to clear your mind of any other thoughts circling through. Okay, and then the way I cut is I like to just put them down and then just allow my hands to stop where they want. So I think this is pronounced Suli, illness, wellness. I don't actually know very much about her, so let me bring it back up. See it better this way. Suli. So I'm actually going to go to the guidebook. And when you use the guidebook in this way, you're using the information in the deck, but in a way that feels really personal to you. So, to look her up. Okay, and it is pronounced Sulis. Sulis. Okay, she is an ancient British goddess in Bath for healing and health. Her waters there were said to be miraculous in their ability to effect cures. Sul is Celtic for sun and eye, and she is thought to be a sun goddess. Pictured here swimming up through her healing waters into the light of the sun, she represents the depth all people must plumb in their journey to light, health, and wholeness. So then it has a section that says, meaning of the card, Sulis has come to tell you that it is time to embrace the dance of illness, wellness. Make time for yourself and nourish the energy you have. It's time to let go of everything and make you a priority. So what I take from this is that Sulis, so that my relationship will be about, with this deck, will help me create a more holistic relationship with myself, including my body, and will help me to help bring attention to those areas that I may be neglecting, and then bring healing to those areas. So that's a really lovely message to receive. So I've been thinking a lot about how we pose questions to the tarot. And as I mentioned, the whole spread thing is really overwhelming to people because you're trying to kind of figure out the connections to the cards by themselves, all at once. And I want you to not feel pressured, to do a spread when you don't feel ready to get to spreads yet. It's perfectly fine to use tarot or oracle by just asking one question at a time and posing that question directly to your deck. So it could be a question about yourself. It could be a question about certain circumstances in your life. It could be a question about the deck itself or about your relationship. When you start by asking about your relationship, you initiate that conversation. So from there, it can only deepen. And when you ask the deck a question and you pull a card, that card shows you possibilities, right? There's no firm and hard answer. And the possibilities that card reveals to you will also open up a myriad of more questions. And so that's that deepening experience where you start to go inward in yourself, and the tarot or oracle deck that you're working with is guiding you inward, and thus you start building a really personal and authentic relationship to your deck that is different from what any guidebook may provide for you and is different from what any other person might have with that deck. So my name is Charlotte, by the way. I can be found at dreamintuition.com. And thank you for watching. I hope that you try this out and let me know how it goes for you.